Good evening. How are you?
Good.
Okay, so give me a brief description of your role as an employee.
Okay, so I work with kids. I'm a camp counselor.
Okay, so what does your typical day look like?
I wake up early in the morning, brush my teeth, take a shower, go to work, greet all my employees and the kids.
Okay, so how often does management conduct interviews for new hires? So would you say your job is seasonal?
Yes, I would say my job is seasonal.
So do you know how often they conduct interviews?
I would say probably since it's in the summertime, I'll probably say before school's over
Mhm.
every month. Yeah.
Okay, so how important is employee appearance in the workplace for creating a positive environment for the customers?
I would say since it's a summer camp, I don't as long as you're good with kids and you're not rude and disrespectful, you come with a great attitude, you're good.
Okay, so about the appearance exactly, do you guys have a specific dress code?
We don't really have a specific dress code. I would say in the summertime they will give you shirts, uniform.
Okay. So describe what your workplace policies request.
Um, so you request wait, can you please repeat the answer again?
The question you
The
mean?
question? Yes.
Describe what your workplace policies request.
As long like I said, if you're not disrespectful, rude, and you come with great energy, you know,
Okay. So describe what factors do your managers look at when sorry. What factors do your managers look at when looking for new hires? So what made them specifically hire you?
if you're really great with kids, um really great with kids, know how to speak to parents when it comes to if your kid is being bad, and your attitude.
Okay. So how can you describe the usual expectations when it comes down to employee appearance to satisfy your customers?
Appearances? That's what you said?
I said, how can you describe the usual expectations when it comes down to employee appearance to satisfy your customers?
Um, I feel like this is the same question, but I don't know, have a great attitude, good energy,
So usually, what I'm asking of you for this question, I'm asking you what are the expectations of what the employees wear when it comes down to their appearance to please the
oh,
customers?
mind you, I just said that.
So
Okay.
no. So continue.
Okay. Anyways, since it's a summer job, I would say when it comes to shorts, make sure the shorts is touching up to your knees. If you have a shirt on and it's a tank top, make sure you cover all of that up. You work with kids, not, you know,
At the
somewhere
bar.
else.
At the bar.
Right.
Okay, so where do the expectations come from? Like, do they come from management or your supervisors? Like, how are these implemented?
The management's most likely.
Okay, so do you think that the expectations are realistic for teen employees?
Yes.
How so?
It's the same thing. Whatever go for the adults, go for the kids. The ones that's working at my age. Yep.
So, what comes to your mind when a teen employee wears bright colored hair while working or when coming for an interview?
I would say bright color hair. I would say it's not a bad thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know.
What about your personal opinion on it?
I feel like it's okay. If I was a manager and I seen somebody coming in for an interview and they had bright pink hair or bright orange hair. I feel like it shouldn't matter if your hair color is that color, as long as you do good in your job.
Okay, so does your reaction usually change? Like, by you saying that it doesn't really matter, does it change due to the employee's responsibilities? Like, if they're dealing with kids head on or if they're dealing with parents head on?
No, I wouldn't say it changed.
Okay, so what other qualities do you look at more than appearance when judging professionalism?
I would say how you come off, like how you come off as first when you first meet them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the attitude.
Okay. So, how do you define professionalism for the younger employees?
For the younger employees, since some of the kids be having like nasty attitudes, so I would really say it's the attitude and having boundaries.
Mm-hmm. When you say boundaries, can you give me an example of like what made you say that?
Don't be acting up. This is not your mama house.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
So, how big of a role does appearance play in that definition and why?
I would say it's kind of pretty big because some kids these days, they follow off what you do. So you got to make sure you set up a good example.
Mm. So, what are your expectations of professionalism and do they change because of the younger employee's age?
Can you please repeat that?
Do your expectations of professionalism change because of the younger employee's age?
No,
Why is that?
because
Can you please dig deeper into your answer? Why don't they change? And
they
why?
don't change.
Mm-hmm. Why don't they change? Sorry.
They don't change because I feel like kids can act like adults, but a more mature way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are the current double standards between the appearances of teenagers and adults in the workplace?
Can you explain that more, please?
So the current double standards meaning do they expect more from adults or do they expect more from teenagers or do they show bias to either side?
Okay, so I wouldn't say they don't show bias because some adults act just like teenagers. I would say they expect more from the adults because they're older than the teenagers. And yeah, the adults should really be, set example for the teenagers.
How are the grooming policies enforced differently between teenagers and adults?
The grooming policy,
Yeah, when I say grooming policies, I mean their appearance, what they do with their hair.
I would say no, because the adults and the teenagers, they both, a lot of kids these days act growner than the adults. So they
Mm,
both be having the same type of hairstyles and all
mm.
that.
So, do you know the ratio? Okay, so what are the ratio of teens who are not hired due to their appearance?
Explain that.
What are the ratio of teens who are not hired to their appearance? When I say ratio, I mean 1 to 3, 2 to 3, 2 to 4.
Oh, I don't know,
3 to what? 3 to
three to
5? 3 to 6?
3 to 5, I guess.
Okay, okay. So explain the expectations for the hair differences between teenage and adult employees.
Okay, so a lot of teenagers these days, like the girls, especially they wear like wig, 30-inch bust downs, color braid. The adults, they wear the same thing, so I don't really see no difference.
Okay. But what do the employers expect the differences to be between the two?
I don't really think the employers really care, to be honest.
So
They
how?
both wear the same stuff.
Okay. So how do you balance self-expression with maintaining a professional work environment?
Please repeat that again.
How do you balance self-expression with maintaining a professional
First of
work?
all,
I'm. How do you?
like,
Sorry, you want me to repeat the question you said?
yes, please, and slower and calmer, you know?
How do you balance self-expression with maintaining a professional work environment?
How do you wait, can you say that again?
How do you balance self-expression with maintaining a professional work environment?
Um, I'll say
Regarding your hair.
I don't really I don't I don't
Okay,
really
we're gonna
think
cut this
like
interview short.